We all have those moments. Those seemingly insignificant words or actions that echo through our lives, changing everything in their wake. Sometimes these moments happen in the most intimate of settings, behind closed doors, where vulnerability hangs heavy in the air. What if a simple sentence, whispered in the quiet of the night, could unravel everything you thought you knew? Sometimes what appears to be an ordinary moment is actually a turning point, a crack in the foundation that reveals what lies beneath. Have you ever experienced such a moment? It's a moment that shifted your reality, forcing you to confront truths you weren't prepared for? You have? Then I invite you to share your stories in the comments below. Your experiences might resonate with others who've gone through similar situations, fostering a sense of community and understanding. Also, if you find this video interesting, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more compelling stories and insights. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Let's embark on this journey of shared experiences and emotional exploration together. Now let's dive into today's story. Tonight, I want to share a story with you. A story about intimacy, about trust, and about the shattering power of words. A story that began in a place of comfort and ended with everything shifting. It was just an ordinary evening or so, I thought. Mark and I, we had been together for 5 years. 5 wonderful years or so, I thought. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our comfortable silence. Our bedroom was our sanctuary, a place where we could truly be ourselves, vulnerable and connected. But tonight, the script was different. After our evening routine, we found ourselves in our usual spot between the sheets. It was after we were intimate, just lying there, the comfortable silence settling between us. It was a typical night, or so it seemed. Then he turned to meet his eyes. I could still see them. Weren't the eyes of the man I thought I knew. They were distant, almost vacant. It was like looking into the eyes of a stranger, someone I had once known, but who was now shrouded in mystery. His gaze was intense, unwavering, and it sent a shiver down my spine, a shiver that had nothing to do with desire. He said something. Something so simple, yet it felt like a punch to the gut. It wasn't the words themselves, not exactly, but the way he said them, the tone, the lack of emotion. It was cold, detached, clinical, he said. It feels different lately, doesn't it? Just that. It feels different lately. It wasn't a question. It was a statement. And in that moment, 1,000 questions flooded my mind. Different how? Different good? Different bad? Was he hinting at something positive, something new, something better? Or was there a hint of negativity, a subtle way of expressing dissatisfaction? The silence that followed was deafening. It felt like the air in the room had thickened, making it hard to breathe. I tried to play it cool. I asked him what he meant. He just shrugged. A small, dismissive gesture that cut deeper than any harsh words. I don't know, he said. Just different. His response only fueled my confusion, amplifying the mystery that seemed to have descended upon him. Over the next few days, everything changed. The comfortable silence turned into an awkward void. The easy laughter became strained. The intimacy, the warmth, the connection we once shared, it vanished as quickly as it had formed. Every touch became loaded with unspoken tension. Every glance a battle of unspoken emotions. The bed that was once our sanctuary was now a battleground of unfamiliar emotions. I replayed that sentence in my head over and over again. Feels different lately. What did it mean? Was he unhappy? Is there someone else? Had I done something wrong? Doubt crept into my heart, whispering insidious questions. Was it something I was doing or not doing? Had I changed in ways I wasn't aware of? Or was this all in his head? Me. I started noticing little things I had overlooked before. He was on his phone more. He was less affectionate. He seemed distracted, preoccupied. Every time I tried to talk to him about it, he would shut down, retreat into himself like a wounded animal. Don't overthink it, he'd say, his voice tight. But how could I not? His words echoed in my mind, bouncing off the walls of my thoughts. Different, different, different. It was a mantra that played on repeat, driving me crazy. Suspense, the uncertainty, the fear. It was a torment I hadn't anticipated. I felt like I was walking on eggshells, always aware of my surroundings, bracing for the next unexpected outburst or hurtful comment. The one place that was supposed to be safe, our bedroom now, felt like a minefield. Every word, every action, every silence was a potential trigger, threatening to blow up in my face. That simple sentence had planted a seed of doubt in our once strong relationship. And day by day, it grew, taking root in my heart and mind. And then came the day when the seed of doubt blossomed into full-blown fear. It was a Friday evening, and I had plans to meet my friends. As I was getting ready, I caught a glimpse of myself in the mirror and paused. Did Mark see me as a stranger too? Did I look that different to him? Was I changed in some way that he couldn't look past? So was he right? Had things just become different? My heart sank. I felt like I was losing myself, my confidence, my happiness. When Mark arrived home that evening, I braced myself. I knew that whatever happened next would change our relationship forever. As we sat down to dinner, I decided to confront him. I had to know the truth. I needed to understand what had happened to him, what had changed. I wanted to fix it. The words tumbled out of me, a torrent of emotion and confusion. I asked him about the distance I felt, about the coldness in his eyes, about the unsettling words he had spoken. His reaction was something I never expected. He looked at me, his face unreadable, and then he spoke. The words he uttered next sent a shiver down my spine, a shiver that had nothing to do with desire or intimacy. "You're right," he said, his voice flat, devoid of the warmth I knew so well. "Things are different now, different." The bombshell he dropped that night was not about another woman. It wasn't that he didn't love me anymore. It wasn't a passing phase or a midlife crisis. It was something that made me question everything I thought I knew about him, about us, about love itself. He told me he was transgender. In that one instant, 5 years of memories, dreams, and hopes were turned upside down. The man I loved, the man I had shared my life with, the man I thought I knew so well, was living a life that was not his own. He explained that he had been suppressing his true identity for years, feeling trapped in a body that didn't align with his soul. He confessed that he had been battling with his gender identity for as long as he could remember. But societal pressures and the fear of losing me had kept him from coming out. He said he had sought therapy, had come to terms with his identity, and had decided to transition. The realization that the person I loved was living a life that was not his own brought a flood of emotions. Shame, guilt, confusion, but mostly, above all, love and acceptance. Looking back, I see that the signs were always there. The hesitation when I suggested couples therapy, the emotional distance, the fleeting glances at other men, it was all there. I just didn't see it because I was too focused on our own issues, our own perceived problems. That night, well, part of me was in shock. Another part was filled with admiration and respect for Mark. He had shown incredible courage to live authentically, to be true to himself despite the fear and uncertainty. As I processed this journey, I realized that love is more than just a feeling. It's a commitment, an acceptance, a promise to stand by each other through life's ups and downs. Today, we navigate this new chapter together. There are challenges, yes, but also immense personal growth. Self-discovery and an evolving love that is stronger because of the authenticity we bring to it. Our story is not unique. There are many who experience similar journeys, who challenge societal norms and redefine what it means to be loved, to be accepted, to be truly oneself. If you've made it this far, I thank you for being a part of our story. And if you find value in these narratives, please consider supporting us. Your support helps us continue sharing these important stories. Till next time, take care.